What up, what up, what up? It's your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. That's right, y'all. It's your boy, the Options Boss, sliding up on y'all. I hope all is good. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and made some money today. And I hope you're ready to study so we can be prepared to make some money the rest of this week. Now, guys, we're going to talk about where the stock market is currently. And I'm going to give you guys a couple of plays that my paid options group chat is in. Going to break out the charts. We're going to show you why I think they're going to make us some money. So you definitely want to grab a seat, grab a cup of coffee, grab your juice, whatever you're drinking. Drop a comment and make sure you subscribe to this channel so we can work. All right? Now, guys, what a nice day today was. Listen, we had the stock market go really, really bullish today. You guys may have heard of the term Santa Claus rally, and that's what we were supposedly in starting today. And it should last the remainder of this week and into early next week. So I'm looking forward to see if it plays out that way. Now, this wasn't a rally where, just every single stock was bullish. There were some stocks that were red today, of course, like every day. And there were some stocks that were going sideways today, like every day. But you definitely had your plays that printed nicely. My paid options group chat, we was in Tesla calls from last week. Tesla ran up crazy. They printed out nicely. We jumped into video calls early this morning. And we knew to get into video calls, guys, because every Sunday at 3 p.m., I do a live chart session. And at this live chart session, I'll chart any and every stock that everyone asks me about. And we'll look for key levels on each stock. And one of the stocks that I was asked about was NVIDIA. So we looked at NVIDIA, and I realized the key area for NVIDIA was over 304. So once NVIDIA broke over 304, I knew, and anybody that was at my live chart session knew, that it was easy pickings, easy call on NVIDIA, easy way to make money. We did that, and it definitely printed out for us nicely. Also, last week I dropped a video where I gave you guys 3 options plays. And in those 3 options plays, I told you that they could turn out nicely for you. And I'm going to link that video right here. I want you guys to check that video out to see how those 3 plays did that I mentioned last week. One of those plays we had in my paid options group chat, and it printed out nicely for us today. I will give you the spoiler alert right there. And that play was FTNT. We jumped in that call last week, and that thing printed out so nicely for us today. I was all too happy to take profit. You had crowd go nicely today. There was more than enough plays that made money, and there was more than enough opportunity for us to make money. And of course, that's what we did. And one of the best things we did to make money was we grabbed SPY calls at the end of the day Friday. The end of the day Thursday. And honestly, guys, if we go back to Thursday, I wasn't really going to grab the SPY calls, but SPY finished so bullishly Thursday that it put you in a position where you had to grab those calls. And I knew that we had a double top on SPY, so we had to be leery with that. But we was able to finish above that double top on Thursday. And once we finished above that double top, I knew we had room to the upside. If we could get through 472, that 473 area, if we could have got through there, I knew we was going to set 52-week highs, which we did today. So I was happy for that. However, after taking profit on those SPY calls, SPY kind of went stagnant for a minute, and then it went nutty again. And when it went nutty again, my gosh, I had to grab some new calls. And the new calls is doing great as well. They're doing so great, you see I got tongue-tied over it. But nevertheless, we end those calls, and we're swinging them overnight. So I want to show you what that SPY looks like, and I want to show you a couple of other plays that we're in the paid options group chat. And listen, guys, if you're not in my paid options group chat, the #1 investment you can make in the world, in life in general, is to invest in yourself. Get yourself in my paid options group chat, guys. You can learn firsthand from the options boss how to trade options, why we in these plays, how you make money. You got 24/7 access to me. And it's a great way, like I said, most of all, to learn and make money. And that's what we do. So with that being said, guys, we're going to jump over to the charts. I'm going to show you these plays that we're in, that we expect to print out for us. And we're going to do that now. All right, guys. So one of the first plays that I want to show you that we are in my paid options group chat, and that play is looking nice for us so far, is ticker symbol UPST. So guys, we jumped into UPST today, and let me just show you why. So if you look at the chart, this is the chart right here. And this is pretty much where we've been at. So you'll see this little rising trend line right here, this blue line. And you'll see how we lost that trend line. And when we lost that trend line, we went down. Then we kind of consolidated a bit, and then we broke all the way down. But what happened is this candle right here kind of put UPST on my watch list. This candle right here is what we call a hammer candle. And I'll move my mouse out the way so you can see it. You'll see it's on a downward trend, a lot of wick at the bottom, and you'll see the small piece of candle at the top. So when you have a lot of wick and a small piece of candle at the top, that's called a hammer candle. And that usually is a sign of reversal. So when I see the hammer candle, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for confirmation that we are indeed reversing. And the way you get confirmation is you get a bullish day after that. So the very next day, this candle was not a bullish day, which means I was not excited to jump into UPST, so I did not do it. Then we had a nice big bullish day right here. This candle opened at 135.43. It got as high as 150.83, as low as 134.20, and closed at 149.48. So it was a very strong candle, and it took us down from the lows where UPST was trading. Now, what happened from there? The very next day, I was interested, but we got a doji candle. And a doji candle is basically an indecisive candle. It just means the stock isn't moving much up or down. When you see that, you stay away from the stock, which I did. The day after that, you get another candle. It's similar to a doji, not quite, but it's not a lot of movement. So again, I'm looking at UPST, but I did not jump in. So today I saw the bullish movement. We got a big bull candle right here, and I was able to get the options group chat to go in, and I'm going to show you this candle. This candle opened at 151.51. It got as high as 163.20. It got as low as 150.81, and it closed at 160.04. So it closed towards the top, though not quite at the top. And because it closed at the top, I was very happy for that. Now, that being the case, you will see right here that I'm looking for this to reclaim that trend line right there that we lost earlier. And that trend line is around that 171 area. If we can reclaim that trend line, then there's no reason why UPST can't push back up to this 182.50 area. Not saying that it will, but it's a great target. And I'm not even saying it'll happen this week, but definitely in the next couple weeks, I can see that 182 area. And that's going to be right at the top of this candle. And this candle right here, if we look at it, the high of that candle was 183.17. So that would be a target area of when you could expect maybe UPST to have some more trouble again if they were. But if we reclaim that 171 area, which is very doable this week, that 183 area could definitely be a target for UPST next week. My options group chat is in it, and I'm looking for us to eat off of it. And if you see this play and, you know, it looks good to you, maybe you want to eat off of it too. But keep in mind, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes the stock market and got a video phone. So I make videos on YouTube. Nothing more, nothing less. But I definitely do think this play could make some money for us, and that's why we're in it. Also, guys, I want to show you another play that I'm interested in, and my paid options group chat is interested in. And this play is Chewy. Now, guys, when I look at Chewy, and that's CHWY ticker symbol, when I look at Chewy, you're going to see the chart here. And you'll see the falling wedge that they're in. And we got to the top of the trend line, and we've just been dumping down. And since we dumped down, Chewy's done a nice job of bouncing off the bottom of this trend. And they kind of consolidated for a bit. And then we moved forward. So this candle was an interesting candle right here. This candle opened at 56.69, got as high as 60.11. It was as low as 56.50, and it closed at 59.26. So it closed green, and it closed towards the top. It was a nice candle. So today, I caught Chewy moving further. And when I caught Chewy moving further on this candle, I decided it was time to enter because this stock is now fully reversing and trying to get back bullish again. So I jumped in, and I'm going to show you this candle right here. opened at 58.68. It got as high as 60.79, as low as 58.23, and it closed at 60.27. So what I like right there is this stock is making higher highs, which is a good sign. You definitely want to make higher highs. Now, if you look at this candle right here, this candle, the high of this candle was 60.40. If you see that right there. And today, like I said, we closed at 60.27. If you see that right there. So if we get over 60.40 and we can maintain that area, then I'm looking for Chewy to really get into the reversal. And I can see Chewy, at the very least, getting to close to this area right here, the top of that doji candle. And I'll go over and check the doji. And that doji, the high of that candle is 62.54. So that would be a nice move on a stock that size. We do have $61 calls on Chewy. So hypothetically, if Chewy was to retest that 62.50 area, those calls would be nicely in the money at that time, and it could make us some nice money. So that's what we were looking at, and that's why we're in it. And guys, I also want to show you another play. Like I said, we was in this play last week, took profit, and repositioned again because of how strong it was. And that ticker, guys, is SPY. SPY, as you know, controls a lot of the market. And there was a lot to consider right here. So Thursday, we wanted to get out of SPY, and we did. However, this candle right here was the Thursday candle. And this candle, you'll see this line right here. And this was basically a double top. You'll see SPY having some resistance issues right here and some resistance issues right here. So when I saw this candle go over that line, and I'll show you this candle right here, opened at 468.75. It got as high as 472.19. It got as low as 468.64, and it closed at 470.60. So when I saw this candle close over that area, that 470.30 area where that double top is, once I saw that, I knew that I could buy calls, and those calls would probably make us some money today. So we bought the SPY calls for today, and bam, we got this big bull candle as a thank you for it. And this candle opened at 472.09. It got as high as 477.31. It got as low as 472.01, and it closed at 477.26. So it closed very near the top. It was a big bull day for SPY. We was able to take a big win on those SPY calls, and because the day finished so bullish, I grabbed SPY calls into next week. Now here's the thing. You will notice this purple line right here. This is a trend line, and this is an ascending trend, and this has some, the top of this is around 479.10. So SPY could be pretty tight around this area. If we open bullish tomorrow, that 479.10 area, maybe even a tiny bit higher, we'll say 479.40. That area could be tough to get through. However, if SPY gets through that area, we'll definitely see 480 and beyond on SPY in the near future. But we got to get through that 479.40 area. You can even say 479.50. That's going to be the key area for SPY. I do think we got the muscle to pull it through, to bull our way through. The end of the year is historically bullish for the stock market, and I'm looking for this year to be no different. So you definitely want to keep your eyes on SPY, which I shouldn't have to say that. You should be watching SPY every day because it controls the market. SPY, QQQ, DIA, and IWM. Those four stocks, guys, if you learn anything from the options boss, you need to watch those four stocks every day. And I want you guys to watch these four stocks every day. And if you don't think what I do works, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link an old video right here where I made $45,000 in one day. I want you guys to check this video out and just see, so you know for yourself firsthand. You'll see the numbers on the screen. The options boss, what he does works, guys. Check out that video. Guys, you can always be a boss with the options boss. You already know I'm a holler when I holler.